responsibility of state or society. So firstly, I would like to point out the term rehabilitation. What does it mean? What does rehabilitation mean? So basically, rehabilitation means the process of returning to a good and healthy way of life. And if I say it in the context of my today's discussion, then I can say that rehabilitation means the process of returning to a good and healthy way of life of the women prisoners. Moving ahead, in 2016, over 3 lakh women were arrested under Indian Penal Code and special and local laws. 37% of the women were arrested for the murder, and most of the women were under the age group of 30 to 50 years. According to the latest data, there are 1,350 jails in the whole of the country, and just 31 jails are specially accommodated for the women prisoners, and they are in just 15 states and union territories. By seeing that, we can say that most of the states and union territories do not have any special accommodation for the women prisoners, and we can say that this concept of jail is specially conceptualized for the women prisoners and men prisoners. And if I go ahead with the discussion, then I will ask you a question that how women in this system find their place. Are adequate resources are available for the needs of the women prisoners, and what role does education play as a process of rehabilitation of the women prisoners? In addition to these problems women find during their imprisonment, they also face many barriers like they encounter gender barriers after their release also. Because this is the system in India that most of the women are not educated, and they don't get opportunity of employment and so on. So these barriers also go with them after their release. And many women around the country who are not educated, they find these barriers as a taboo with them after their release, because many women think that it is not worth to participate in the rehabilitation programs because they will never be able to use these skills or the knowledge they have gained during the imprisonment or during the rehabilitation program. So why? Why women think like that? Is the issue with the state, or it is the issue with the society? So firstly, I would like to come on the point of view of state. Then I can say that state play a very much important role in the rehabilitation process of women. Country jails, detention centers, and the correctional facilities should provide the educational and religious classes to the women prisoners, so that they can get the mentally able after the release to survive in this society or in this world. And if I say that the state's role, then state play a very much important role, because the sobriety classes should be provided for the women prisoners who are addicted to drug and alcohol, so that they can get out of that before their release. And if the woman is addicted to alcohol or drugs and the sobriety classes are not provided, then woman will face many problems, and these problems also after the release she can commit again a crime. And the detention centers and the correctional facilities should also provide them with the nationwide opportunities, so that they, after the release, when they go out, they can get the opportunities in whole over the nation. And also they should provide them the tools with that they can get the be a productive and lawful member of the society. And if I ask you a question that let's assume that correctional facilities has provided with all the needs and wants of the women prisoners, but the society is not accepting them, then what will happen? Is the rehabilitation also an issue with the society? Then let us examine the society's possible role in the rehabilitation of women prisoners. So we can say that when a woman is released from a detention center or a prison, the family of that woman or the society or samaj ke log do not accept her. And if you do not even have the roof on your head after a release, what will happen? Will you get an opportunity, and what will the use of that opportunity then if you do not even have a roof on your head and the society not accept you? So see, it is not feasible for the correctional facilities alone to be provided with such efforts of the rehabilitation, but the society also needs to be come with this responsibility to correct the women prisoners in their rehabilitation programs. I am not suggesting that the society should provide for the every need and want of the women prisoners, but every minimal participation of the society can reduce the rate of recidivism for those women who are done crime and they want to adjust with the society. When a woman is released from any jail, she faces reality in the face of paying bills, supporting themselves or the family, supporting their children, and so on. But what will happen if a woman do not get the opportunity because of her criminal record? It will never support her because the vocational training programs, the rehabilitation program will never be support her or will never be worth participating in because she will not get the opportunity because of the mindset of society. So it is the problem to the society and this can be said by me that the society should accept them because they have already get the punishment of their work in their prison pain. By concluding my speech, I can say that state and society both play a very much important role in the rehabilitation of women prisoners. So both should come together and support the women in the rehabilitation program. Thank you.